Hello there. I want to make this another film about the missing Doctor Who episodes because obviously I'm so excited about them. As a kid, I mean, nearly 65, and as a kid, I can remember watching William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton, and I'm probably fortunate enough to remember a lot of the old Doctor Who episodes that are missing from the archives. I mean, I don't remember them really well, but I can certainly remember the things like the Dalek Master Plan and Power of the Daleks and Fury from the Deep. I remember being really spooked by them and loving them as a kid, you know, the way you are. So I can certainly remember Sarah Kingdom in Dalek Master Plan dying in the sand as all the wind was blowing, and there was all bits of grass sticking out. She turns into a skeleton and things like this. And I think the Doctor and Peter Taylor are watching it on a TV monitor in the TARDIS. But I mean, I later found out it was meant to be something called the acceleration of time. But when I was actually watching it as a kid, I don't think I really understood all that. But I remember being shocked that Sarah Kingdom, one of the companions, or she appeared to be a companion, had died, because that particular story went on for weeks and weeks, you know, and it was Daleks was in it all the time, so it was a bit special. But there you go. Now back to this film is fabulous. I kept saying fabulous film in the last video, but I really mean film is fabulous. This charity organisation. Evidently there's been I've learnt a few things more. There's been a combination of things. All of the collectors of these old films that were being trashed or going to be, I keep saying incinerated, whether they were incinerated or not, or going to be incinerated or not, I don't know, but they were going to be disposed of, and people pulled them out of skips or rubbish piles and preserved all of these spools of film, of old British TV series and British film from many different TV and film production companies in the UK around the 50s and the 60s. Now, many of these people have got very old, some have passed away, and obviously some of the film is fabulous was saying COVID played a big part in it, because a lot of older people got rather ill and wrote to the people that formed this film. In fact, the film is fabulous, not knowing what to do with their old collections. What was really amazing about this was that the list of films amongst all these various collectors in the UK is really extensive, more than what I would have believed. They said in one for one particular collector who they were going to examine, remembering that there's lots of different collectors, there were 10,000 spools of film, like 10,000 potential films or TV series that had been rescued in one collection. And they asked for something called a bite-size example, which was like 500 films from one collector, from a collection of around 10,000 films. I mean, this is a colossal amount, and there are more than one collector. I'm not saying that all of them have got that many in their collection, but certainly, I mean, I was thinking of something like about 70 or 80 films in a collection of different TV episodes, but these are running into many thousands. And in this case, they were talking of film is fabulous. People were talking of 10,000 films, and they can't go through just this one collection in such a quick time. So they've been through something like 500 films, which was a bite size from one collector, and they've spoken of one Doctor Who missing episode that's been found, but I think that they're expecting to find more than that just from one collector. Up and down the country with all these various collectors that are all, some have passed away and other people have inherited them and not knowing what to do with them. And this amnesty, they're all going to film is fabulous. So I think to be cleaned, checked and I don't know, perhaps acquired, but there is this film amnesty where no one can be touched, and that the people that supply the films can remain anonymous. But it's looking really positive for Doctor Who fans who are looking for lost episodes. Also, I would imagine I've mentioned the Avengers and Basil Brush programs like this, but your mind starts starts to speculate on other things. I was thinking about the first 6 episodes of the Professor Quatermass from 1952, the Quatermass experiment. There's only the first and second episode of those 6 episodes, maybe 4 to 6 could be amongst that. And there's also another children's science fiction series called Red Grass, or The Red Grass. That evidently in 1958, when that was produced, it was a kids program, but it was very spooky. And when I did a piece on it, because it was way before my time, or before I was born, everyone that's quite old makes comments that when they were kids they watched a TV program called Red Grass, and I thought, wow, it would be nice if someone had rescued that from the archives. Again, that's only me speculating. This is an indulgence of speculation. Probably lots of it won't be true, but I mean, if one collection has 10,000 pieces, and there are more than one collection, what does that say? I mean, there must be lots of things. I mentioned before Dixon of Dock Green, where there's only about 50 episodes out of about 800 episodes made. There must be potential for all sorts of really good British cultural iconic things from the 60s and the 50s that have been lost. But as for Doctor Who, as a kid I can remember a lot of the I didn't like the historical episodes as a kid. I think I would probably appreciate them more now, but there was a lot of historical ones from William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton's time, and some of them were very good. The Reign of Terror's got a good few episodes still in existence, but if they could find some of the missing ones of them, you might have a complete story there. But still, it's all fake, all sorts of things. What I can't get over is that Film is Fabulous, because they're examining things still at the moment, and they're only examining bite-size amounts from people's collections, and these bite-sized amounts are 500 films from collections, that are much bigger than that. So supposing there's 3 collections, you're looking at 500 from all 3, 1,500 bite-sized. It makes the mind begin to boggle at what things there could be. I mean, I'm really being indulgent on speculation. Let's be honest, we do enjoy speculating, and we could end up being disappointed, but I don't think we're going to be disappointed where Doctor Who episodes are going to be concerned. I think they will find a few. I mean, even a few is wonderful, isn't it? But I mean, there's some of them. I mean, I went on about the 10th planet, which would make that, if they found episode 4 of that, it would make that last William Hartnell story complete. That's an exciting thing to speculate about. But let's just hope for the best and see what wonderful things they turn up with. I keep coming back to the thing that they said Doctor Who fans would be very, very happy. They used the word very twice, which means an expression of something good. So it's only going to be a short time. Hopefully they'll give us some idea of what's in the pipeline, but these films have all got to be, from what I gather, cleaned up and really sort of, I don't know how film producers and film preservers work, but they've got to do a lot of work on some of these spools. And you've also got to realise that it's not just Doctor Who, it's all sorts of cultural British iconic things from the 50s and 60s, and it's exciting because it takes me back nostalgically to when I was a kid and used to watch all these things. And they're obviously going to be probably mainly in black and white, but it'd be really, really good if they can find some of the old Hartnell and Patrick Troughton Doctor Who stories and bring them back in. There's 97 episodes missing. Maybe it's going to go down to about 90 or even upper 80s. Maybe there'll be even more than that. But fair play to all these people that rescued these films in the trash cans and rubbish skips and brought them home to preserve them. Let's hope and wait and see what they produce. Anyway, Film is Fabulous is really sort of going through this mire of film collections, and obviously they've got their work cut out for them because they've only got a small team, I should imagine, working on it. Perhaps that team might grow, but It's all so vague as to what they do once they've got these films and clean them up. You know, I think they can return them to the collectors or repurchase them. It's hard to say, but anyway, I think that good news is coming on the Doctor Who front where missing episodes is concerned. Anyway, all the best.